Hey, what is up, guys? So we're going to be showing off the new Abyss actors in action. The new archetype that is pretty good right now, even with its small amount of support. Just watch what it can do in action. It's going to be facing off against the Cyber Angels, the new Necros, as some people call them. They are pretty good. I don't think they're on the same level as Necros when the Necros first came out, but you know, they are still a pretty good deck, and I'd say they're probably better than Necros, you know, after the ban list that completely wrecked them. But anyways, he's going to go ahead and summon a Dankini and have a Herald of Perfection turn 1, and of course, he's got the negate for Herald of Perfection. Activates the Lord of Darkness, completes the Pendulum Scale, goes ahead and summons the Superstar. Let's go ahead and actually kind of go over some of the effects, because it's a relatively fast duel anyways. You guys know pendulums, they just go in one turn, they're like, oh, I'm basically winning the duel. But anyways, the monster effect for the Superstar is when this card is nowhere special, your opponent can't activate any spell or traps or their effects. And then once per turn, you can set one Abyss script spell card directly from your deck, but send it to the graveyard during the end phase. But it doesn't really matter because you're going to activate it immediately anyway. So he's going to activate that Fantasy Magic. Now, Fantasy Magic lets you target an Abyss active monster you control. This turn, it battles the monster, but the monster was not destroyed by battle. Return that monster to the hand at the end of the damage step. This set card you control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect. While you have face-up Abyss actor in your extra deck, you can target one card your opponent controls and place it on the top of the deck. Now that's really good against any ritual deck, obviously, because rituals, in order to summon them, they need, of course, a ritual spell and then the cost. So like, it's really good against, you know, a ritual deck. But he's going to go ahead and negate that, and then he's going to go ahead and set 2 and pass. So he sets a Solemn Notice and a entering the Abyss actor dressing room. So let me pause it real quick. So if you have 2 Abyss actor cards in your pendulum zones, you have to add 2 Abyss actor pendulum monsters with different names from your deck to your extra deck. Obviously that's pretty much the same as, like, it's almost as good as adding to the hand, because you immediately get the cards for free. But he's going to go ahead and Solemn Strike that so he can negate the Herald of Perfection, negating this. So he's going to be able to just be like, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and just put 2 in my, you know, extra deck face up. And that's basically just like, that's where I feel like, okay, that deck becomes immediately really strong. That's like such an insane effect. That's basically special summon whatever you want. Like I said, you have to control 2 Abyss Actor, the Pendulum cards anyways. What is it? Oh dang, hold on. Go over that card real quick. It was the Trap card. It's just 2 Abyss Actor in your Pendulum. So basically, if you have a scale, go ahead and put 2 more cards in ready to be special summoned. So he's going to go ahead and special summon them again. He's going to go ahead and negate that with the Herald. And then he's going to go ahead and set the Rise of the Dark Ruler. He's going to go ahead and activate Rise of the Dark Ruler. So you target face-up cards on the field up to the number of attack position of this active monster you control with different names, and then you get to destroy them. So you get to basically special summon a bunch of cards and then destroy a bunch of cards. And that seems pretty good to me. And then obviously you can go for whatever you want with the effects of most of the monsters. Like you could just reset up the board because you get to basically search out. You get to set one. It's destroy their end phase, as if that matters. But he's going to go ahead and use the Abode of the Dragonfire. So this one we haven't went over. So it's target one Abyss actor monster you control. This turn, if it destroys the opponent's monster by battle, your opponent banishes 3 monsters from their extra deck. If this set card in its owner's control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect while you have face of Abyss actor in your extra deck, you can look at your opponent's extra deck, banish 1 card from the extra deck. You can only use this effect of it once per turn. That's a really good effect against some decks, against like Monarchs per se. Like that's obviously gonna do nothing, but against some decks that can absolutely destroy them really fast, because you're able to make it so they have to banish 3 monsters. That's pretty big, especially against a deck that relies on some of that stuff. But nonetheless, he's going to go ahead and make him banish 3 cards. So the guy banishes probably cards that he's not going to use. But as the game goes on, that really starts to hurt, especially if it gets its effect multiple times. He's going to go ahead and activate Regeki, but he's able to get a free card. So a lot of these Pendulum decks, they can reoccur and just bring back the monsters. Like, he still has his complete Pendulum scale. So, like, all the monsters that die, you know exactly what's going to happen. Bring them all back, because that's how Pendulums work. Very, very powerful stuff. But then he's going to go ahead and set whatever he wants to set. He gets to target cards on the field up to the number of Abyss Actors, and then he gains 5 life points for each Abyss Actor. Hold on, we haven't gone over this card. He gains 500 life points for each Abyss Actor monster he controls. And then if this set card he controls is destroyed while you have face-up Abyss Actor in your extra deck, you can draw until you have 5 cards in your opening hand. I don't know, drawing 5 cards seems pretty good, right? Especially if you're going to Pendulum and use all your cards. Anyways, that like I said, is a really good effect. And like, this deck is looking pretty good. They have, you know, draw a bunch of cards, destroy a bunch of cards, and then on top of that, they can just search out, you know, extra Abyss Actors, throw them at face up, and then just special summon over and over. So the deck it's looking like it wants to be a high tier deck. Now, the only thing the deck doesn't really do right now is stun, which makes it so your opponent can't play. But if you're able to draw cards, special summon a bunch of cards, and then destroy a bunch of cards, that's still pretty good. But it's all reactive essentially during your turn. So this deck, it seems like the main problem with it would be that you don't have any interaction, so to say, against your opponent during your opponent's turn. Obviously, cards of Solemn Warning, Solemn Strike, you have access to that. But I think every deck can have access to it. But there's no like War Chariot for the Abyss Actors. There's not like a Cosmo Dark Destroyer where you can interrupt some of your opponent's plays. But nonetheless, that's the new Abyss Actors in action. Thanks, Aloth, by the way, for sending them in. But let me know what you guys think of the Abyss Actors. I mean, I think like if they have potential to draw 5, they have the potential to destroy 5, they have the potential just to search out extra cards for free. It looks like it wants to be a very powerful deck. But you guys let me know how you feel about the deck down below in the comment section. You guys think it's a little OP, or do you guys think it's not that great? It's got good effects, but it lacks that stun. Because I think that consistency, draw power, and being able to stun are pretty big things in this game, especially this day and age when everything is super strong. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I'm signing out.